Hey, how are you? 9 months to 100 kilometres. I've titled this one Unlucky for Some, um, but not me. I feel really, really lucky at this point in time of the journey because, first of all, I should have checked before I recorded, but I think this is the 13th episode, which means week 13 of the training program, and I've had an absolute roller coaster, a load of ups, a load of downs. But week 13 for me has not been unlucky. It's been a very lucky, fortunate, and I've been a very grateful week for a whole host of reasons. Well, also week 13, I ran half a marathon, which is 13 miles. 13.1 miles. I think I did just a touch more than that. It took me about 2 hours 15 minutes, which means it's about a 4.5 hour marathon pace, which is amazing and an absolute surprise. So that was lovely. I'm up to half a marathon now, and the marathon part of this journey feels even more believable. I believe that I will absolutely be able to run a marathon. And when I started 13 weeks ago, I didn't believe I could run a marathon. So, in that reflection as well, the gradual progression week on week is showing, is telling, but it's building belief as well as building distance and building strength and building pace. All sorts of things are building and have built over the last 13 weeks. So, week 13, unlucky for some, but not for me. Run a half marathon for the first time ever. I've also got somebody that I'm running with at once a week. So a man called Ian, who I am blessed to work with, he has run with me this week for the half marathon, which was lovely actually, because what I've realised over the last couple of weeks is if I take my earphones out, so I started for the first probably 10, 11 weeks, I got myself some new earphones, and I was listening to my earphones or listening to music through my earphones whilst I was running. It influenced my mood whilst I was running. It influenced the pace whilst I was running. And although it is a lot harder to quieten the noise of my brain whilst running without earphones, it's actually more beneficial. It's more beneficial for me to learn to control the noise and the voice in my head, the challenges that I'm facing, the pace that I'm going. I can push my own pace a lot easier when I'm not listening to music. So I've been able to run faster without my earphones in. It has felt harder at times because I've got nothing to drift away and distract. But I've also been grateful of some of the sights and scenes that I can see whilst I'm running. I'm taking those in as opposed to just getting lost in the music. So that's another learning. I tried gels. So I think a few weeks ago I spoke to you about trying some gels. I tried some gels this week, and that was an interesting experience. I tried on the half marathon. I took 2 gels. One at about mile 7 or 8, and one about mile 6 or 7, and one at about mile 8 or 9. And I felt really, really good for that period up until about mile 11, and I felt a loss of energy, and then I needed to have some jelly babies. And I don't know yet is whether the gels really just made me feel really good, but then I crashed off them, which made me crave more energy. So then that's when I had to eat the jelly babies, because I felt like an energy crash far quicker than I've ever felt before, which was an interesting concept that I need to play with over the next few weeks as well, to see whether it's me body crashing with a lack of energy and sugar, or whether it's just the natural thing that happens at a particular distance and stuff. So yeah, that was quite exciting, but also unexpected. So there's been a few unexpected but not unlucky things that have happened in week 13. So week 13, I've run 13 miles, 13.1 miles yet, half a marathon distance. I've tried gels, but that's had a positive, but then also a interesting effect on me in terms of me energy crashing far quicker whilst running than I expected. So that might mean that I need to take more gels, more regular, more frequently, or whether I need to try something different as well, because it was like a crash of energy, and I craved like energy for a particular eating some jelly babies. I've also learned about myself around the earphone thing, and it's easier to run faster without earphones. When I was growing up, I always used to think I could run really fast with my slippers on. It always felt really fast running with slippers on, but actually, maybe it was just because I didn't have earphones in. That's probably one of the most random comments and thoughts that I've had whilst recording this. Anyway, so far so good. I'm going to run or attempt to run 15 miles next week. I am ramping it up more because what I've realised is that I need to be running marathon distance a lot before the London Marathon. I need to treat the London Marathon as a training part of my training plan for the ultra marathon, which happens 7 or 8 weeks after the London Marathon. So by the middle to end of Feb, I need to be up at marathon distance, just so that then the step to 62 miles is not, I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? The step to 62 miles from 26 miles is huge, but I need to make it feel less huge, but we'll see how that goes. So good week. 13 is unlucky for some, but not me at this point in time. Things are going good. I feel good, very tired, still juggling all sorts of things, but just enjoying the journey and enjoying the learning experience about me and everything that's required to achieve this challenge. So whatever you're doing, have yourself an amazing week, and we'll catch up next.